Well, when we talk about this, again, as an actor, you said you were here in the industry, you've been here for 19 years. And if this is one case, there is another case going on with one of the biggest stars of Kannada cinema. And again, there is no help extended towards him as well as it can be seen. But the whole case parked with one social media troll or something like that. At least that is the news that has come out until now. As an actor, you've been subjected to trolls as well. So how has that experience been? How are you supposed to tackle all these things?
I think trolls should be given a deaf ear and a blind eye. Otherwise, you can't live. And your heart I'm still injured. My heart is still bleeding when it comes to this case, because I want to forget about it and move on. Okay, I'm a very strong person. See, I have a tattoo called Never Give Up. But these inauguration kind of situations happen with me. Again, I'm like, shit again. This happened with me. And this happens to me at least once a month, and then I'm on a downer for 2-3 days. But when it comes to the trollers, how much free time does a troller have? Why don't they focus on their own life and their own goals? They are so aimless. It's very sad to say, they're so aimless. Please have some aim. And to all the trollers out there, guys, the law and order is very strong in the country now. If you're trolling today, don't think you'll be happily sitting in your house tomorrow. Suddenly your IP address will get tracked and suddenly you might get arrested. Learn from others' mistake if you're really wise, and if you have that much intelligence to troll, I'm sure you're wise enough to even understand the consequences. Look at that boy Renuka Swami. A troll made him literally not survive anymore. He's dead. But whose loss is it? It's his loss. And imagine the plight of his family. So stop trolling. Learn from others' mistakes. You can't write anything nice there in the comment. Don't write. Nobody is forcing you to write. But don't write bad. Don't hurt others. If you can't talk good, then don't talk bad. You have your own journey that you need to focus on. You have no clue what others' journey is like, and especially when it's a celebrity. Even if a celebrity has won a national award and it's a celebrity of the highest status, they'll be like, in the comments, the trollers will be like, "Acha, kitna paisa diya tumne award ka? How much money you paid for the award?" So what do you do with sadists like this? Ignore. Ignore.
But this whole case parked because this ignorance wasn't there. Some people say ignorance is bliss, but that one moment of aggression has landed the biggest star, arguably the biggest star right now, in a judicial custody. So what would you say about the case and how it is unraveling right now?
Darshan has been my co-star. I have worked in 2 films with him, a film titled Arjun and a film titled Agraja. And in Arjun, I had the opportunity of working with him. He's a very humble man, sweet man, good to good, ignorant to bad is what I had seen. This situation has completely gone out of hand. Nobody intended to murder someone, I'm sure. And being a celebrity, like how my so-called Raksha Bandhan, Rakhi brother pulled me into such a dirty case and destroyed my life. Similarly, there are people in and around Darshan who have definitely done this because maybe they love him, or because they are his fans, or because they wanted to prove to him that they are so great and they are so powerful, or whatever. They've done it because of Darshan. But knowing a Darshan, he will not beat anyone with his own hands. Okay. Somebody of this stature, he'll not, a boy who comes from a small family, Darshan will definitely not beat him with his own hands. However the heat of the moment is. But I think time will unfold. Even if it's happened because of you, when it comes to the Indian law, you have to be arrested. Even if you're a suspect, you have to be arrested. We are sitting in any room somewhere. We are 25 of us. One person is murdered. All 24 people will be arrested. Because all 24 become the suspect. Right. But the murder would have been done by 1 or 2 or 3 people. So let the charge sheet unfold. Let's respect the cops. They have done so much of hard work. and they've put in their sweat and blood into this. But when it comes to law, it may be an actor, it may be a layman, it may be anyone, a politician. Law is law for everyone, is what I believe, and you cannot manipulate much over there. And time will unfold the solution for this.
Right. Also, this life in judicial custody, how was that like? Since
Horrible. I was on antidepressants. The food they gave us was not so great. And you have to die to go to hell, right? All of us, once we die, we go to hell or heaven. I have already been to hell.
so it's that bad.
It is that bad. Like, even if you've kept like a small hairpin of yours and some lady takes it, you'll see two women fighting even for a safety pin. And they'll fight like brutally, because they've been there for 5-6 years, they're frustrated, nobody from their family calls them, they've abandoned them in their houses, they don't have money even if they want to have one piece of fancy cake. Like, there's some small bakeries over there, so they don't have any facilities and they're deprived. They don't know why they are alive. They don't want to live, most of them. They want to die. They're not able to die. They don't have the guts to kill themselves. It's very bad.
And there isn't any special privileges for.
Yeah, like if you're a
celebrities or
celebrity or if you're a politician, there's one thing. So there's a huge dome in which there are 500-600 women thrown. There's there's one option like that. Apart from that option, there are cells, in which there are four people. So Shashikala madam was in the neighboring cell that I was, and I and Ragini were in one cell. So we were at least given that privacy kind of a privilege. But even again, in Ragini and my cell, 2 more girls were added. And some people tried to make personal attacks on us. Don't think you're film actors. You're also, accused over here, sort of a thing. And yeah, things like that.
Again, I'm just asking it for the sake of knowing it. Is it the same with the men's section as well, or?
The men's section is more huger. Like the women's section, I remember, was in 1 acre of a plot probably, or maybe little less than 1 acre. Men have a open free space to roam around of about 20 or 25 acres. Okay. So at least they have their breakout time. They can play badminton, they can play cricket, they have more space to roam around. They don't have to live falling on each other's face. Okay. They have a mosque, they have a bakery, and they can go buy anything that they want to eat. So they have all those privileges, but you don't feel privilegeful when you're there. Even if you keep the most fancy food in front of you, it's rare that you'll have the mindset to even put it in your mouth and enjoy it, because there's so much mental harassment that you're going on with. At least normal people will, after 3-4 days, be like, okay, we'll get out of this, let's eat. But if a celebrity is there, every half an hour you're seeing a new allegation on you in the news. For the entire 3-4 months, 5-6 months, when Aryan Khan's thing happened, entire 28 days, people are only seeing that. And Darshan's thing has happened. Every 15 minutes or 30 minutes, some channel is playing only that. So you keep seeing things about yourself and you're like, my absence has been so brutally exploited because I'm not out there to defend myself. People are taking advantage and your image is tarnished by every minute. So how will you even be happy?
Right. So there is access for news, but there isn't any access to voice your opinion about.
Obviously, yeah. Yeah, because it's not allowed in the court of law, right? When you're under trial, you cannot go out and say, I have not done anything like this. It'll be like, a contempt of court. So you cannot do that. That's why I waited for 3.5-4 years to come and talk. I knew this case will quash because it has nothing in it. They didn't find anything on me. I'm an educated girl, even if I'm not a lawyer. And whoever lawyers I would meet, ಏನಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗತ್ತೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅನುಭವಿಸಿದ್ದು ನಾವು ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ವಲ್ಲ they would be like, what's in your case? It's a rubbish case, you were trapped. What, in full Karnataka they found only 2 girls or what? Sanjjanaa and Ragini. All the men were dead or what? It's a case of convenience. It's a story built out of their own convenience. So everything is going to just quash, wait and watch. I would, to my lawyer friends, I would be like, okay, hopefully everything will fall in place the way they are saying. And I had to wait for it to quash for me to come in front of you.
And what would you say about these repeated blows that the sandalwood industry is having? Started with the drug case, again kept repeating, the industry had a low, and when it actually saw some kind of gain in terms of content, again there was another case, and there are several cases right now. So what do you say about this whole phase?
No, I think it's not just the sandalwood industry, because people are famous here. Every small or big thing is blown out of proportion. That is the irony. You know, being a celebrity or being famous is a two-sided sword. One side is the side of your convenience, you can achieve anything. The second side of the sword can just cut you itself. So I think this is very common in any part of the film industries, from Hollywood to Kannada industry. And we have to be very careful. As celebrities, I will never recommend anyone to have a single friend, is what I have learnt in my life.
Right. And what about the fan culture in sandalwood? Because right now we see, even though Darshan is in this case, and for sure it is innocent until proven guilty, but then the fans have, some fans, not all of them, some fans take such extreme routes to say that no matter what, he is still the god, no matter what, we will support them. What about such a fan culture? Would you term it toxic?
It's definitely not toxic, but I would love to use your platform. It's pure love. You know, and pure love has no boundaries. But I would like to tell all these dedicated Darshan Sir's fans that have some patience. He'll come back. It's a very emotionally highly emotionally riding situation for everyone. Everything will be well. This is temporary. And I would also like to tell, for some reason my heart says that when something so worst happens to a person, for example, I am doing 2 films now. I am doing 3-4 Instagram ads every single month, and I am living my life as a challenge every single day, irrespective of how many ever yeses, how many ever no's I have in my career. So similarly, you know, you can see Salman Khan, after he came out of his huge cases, his cases are still pending in the court of law, but he is riding as the biggest star in the country. You know, he's the #1 box office guy, dominating the box office. So the same is going to happen to Darshan sir, because he's a pure soul and all of us know it. I'm not challenging the law, I'm not challenging the police by making these statements, but I'm just telling you my personal opinion about Darshan and my personal work experience with him. And he will become, the next 15 years of Darshan's career will be the most golden years of his career, is what I feel.
Right. Well, let's hope that happens.
It will happen.
And what about you?
I just hope his health is fine now, because being in the judicial custody, it really plays on your mind, mind, body, and your soul is eroded, and your body goes through a lot of stress. So ದೈಹಿಕವಾಗಿ ಮಾನಸಿಕವಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ಅಂತ ನನಗನ್ನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
Well, let's talk about your career. What is going on right now? What's under the scanner? What is next?
I have 2 films going on. One film titled Mani Shankar, and the second film is titled Kundarandi Opus in Malayalam. Mani Shankar is a Telugu film, and I have been one of the very dominating celebrity mom bloggers in South India. So that's what is keeping me very happy. I've been doing a lot of health brands, a lot of baby expert brands and baby products, and you know, I think when God takes one thing away from you, he gives you another thing. He gave me a beautiful son, and he gave me so many mom blogging, celebrity mom blogging opportunities.
Well, cheers to that, congratulations, and all the best for whatever is going
Thanks.
on for you in the future.
Thanks.